So for those of you who've been tracking with me for a while now, know that back in March I set a very aggressive goal to lose 100 pounds in 6 months. Well, sadly I didn't hit it. I failed at that goal. So what does that mean? What does that look like? Well, one, I think that a lot of people who do videos or social media, that they aren't real enough, that they don't talk about when they fail or fall short, or they don't celebrate their L's, so to speak. And I gotta be honest with you guys. I want them 100%. I want this to be a very real journey for you. Like the ups, the downs, the woes, the negatives, the positives. And yeah, I fell far short of hitting 100 pounds down. The day came and went. It was supposed to be October 1st. And I didn't mention it. I didn't talk about it. That day came, was gone, and now here we are over a month later, and I'm just now like commenting on it. And honestly, nobody's brought it up to me. Nobody's mentioned it to me. But it was probably about 3 months in when people stopped asking me how it was going, because you could physically see that I hadn't been losing weight. And then I kind of got in my own head. Life happens. I got engaged, and we had a party, and this happened, and that weekend, and we can blame anything. Football season, work part, whatever you want to call it. Like, people fall off. People will have bumps in the roads and obstacles. But the key is to reset. It's to recalibrate, to reboot that entire, not only mindset, but the whole process. That needs to coincide with something like this, because this is a big undertaking. To lose the amount of weight I've already lost and to continue to push myself, it's a day in, day out thing. It's a journey every single day. It's like starting a new business or a relationship or a weight loss journey. It all takes work, and you only get what you put in. And so if I'm not working doing my business isn't going to grow. If I'm not working doing my nutrition program, I'm not going to lose weight. So when I fall off, it's just that it always kind of was like, well, if I just, I had a bad week, it's all right, I'll just reset on Monday and then go. And having that Monday is going to be the reset day is such a broke mindset. Every day is a good day to start. Every day is a good day to get back in the saddle and get back on the horse. And it took me standing in front of a room full of people doing a weight loss challenge and sharing my story for, I don't know, the dozenth time about losing weight and about what kind of instances in my life happened that triggered me to jumpstart my weight loss journey in the beginning. And a lot of it, when I sit back and I take myself back to those moments in time, I was transcended into that moment, and I never really get emotional from when I share my story. And it was just this particular time. I'm telling the story, and 35, 40 people in the room, and I'm sharing, going up the stairs and getting tired, and not going to baseball games because I couldn't fit in the seats, and the flight attendant, handing me the seatbelt extender without asking me. Like, I've told that story before, and I never got emotional, but this time, something just hit me like a ton of bricks, and I got choked up. And I never get choked up in front of crowds. I like that stuff, and here I was, sharing this story, and I'm just like transcended to a moment, to a moment of pride that I had to swallow when I had to ask my fiance to clip my toenails because I couldn't reach my own feet. And it just, like a ton of bricks, it hit me again. And I think that a lot of times in our journeys, whether again it's fitness, wellness, your business, whatever, sometimes it takes a good, solid reminder of why you started to begin with. And so You know, I moonlight. I have a business. I have a smoothie shop here in the colony, but I moonlight as a food server, as a waiter in a fine dining restaurant here in Dallas, #1 steakhouse in DFW. And I decided to take the weight loss challenge that we have here and take it directly to the restaurant. We got people involved, and I was like, you know what, this is the one that I'm gonna join myself, because I needed something to kickstart it for me. And so I joined. And I guess coupled with the fact that I had that moment, and then joining in a competition with other people who had, you know, co-signed with this idea of losing weight, it triggered me again to say, okay, Mike, now we're back in business. We're gonna make this happen. And so I'm gonna recalibrate my goals. So, okay, I didn't do 100 pounds in 6 months. On January 11th of this year, 2018, I got on the scale. I have this scale it's linked to an app. And when I got on the scale on January 11th, I weighed 383 pounds, okay? Now we're gonna weigh today and get back on the scale so you can see where I'm at right now. And right now I'm at 321. And so I get on the scale, this is where I'm at, but I have a few weeks to within a calendar year, I've dropped another 100 pounds. So this is where we're at now. This is the new goal. This is the new reset. I fell off my horse. I dusted myself off. I've accepted the fact that, you know what? I didn't hit that goal. Not something to be upset about or shy about or not talk about or be embarrassed about. It's an undertaking. It's hard. It's not easy. It's not gonna always be easy. But I'll tell you what, I got enough time, and I need you guys to be there with me. I need you guys to keep me in check. I need you to follow it and comment on my Facebook, comment on YouTube, wherever. And I want you guys to see it, because I've got, what are we today? November 10th. So I've got, you know, roughly what, 7 weeks? I've got 7 weeks to lose 40-ish pounds by January 11th. And we're gonna do it. Like, we're gonna do it. Now, it's not as aggressive as a goal, not as aggressive as a goal as the first time, but it's a goal that we're gonna hit. No matter what, nobody can take away the fact that I've already dropped over 170 pounds. And I went back up, and I went back down. I mean, I've always, and that's the beautiful thing about the program that I am on, my wellness program, my nutrition program, is that I've always stayed roughly within 10 to 15 pounds. I don't ever balloon back up like when I do my crash diets. So I don't have a whole lot of extra work to do, but I do know what I gotta do. And I'm gonna stick to the program that I've always done, that has worked for me for the last 2 years, just chipping away all this weight. And I'm gonna get back, and I'm gonna stay focused, and not only am I gonna win that weight loss challenge at the restaurant, but I'm gonna compete against myself again, my biggest competitor, but also my greatest cheerleader. I'm gonna hit it. So, January 11th, 2019, when we get on the scale, we'll at least be 283 pounds minimum. So I want you guys to stay with me. It's gonna be fun. I'll share the ups and downs, the lows, you know, everything. I'll share it all. I'll talk to you even about my program when I'm on. But I want you guys to just realize this video is more about, one, saying my goals out loud, being very specific with these goals, an attainable, realistic, not crazy goal. I mean, don't get me wrong, have crazy goals, but this one is a much more palatable goal. And I want you guys to watch it happen. So it's gonna be 100 pounds within a calendar year. You know, it's definitely doable, and it's gonna be fun. And I'm excited for the journey. It's through the holidays, so it's gonna be difficult. I know that I'm still gonna have my Christmas meal, my Thanksgiving meal, and all that, but I'm gonna stay so good the rest of the time, because now I've promised you guys that I gotta do this, and I promised myself I'm gonna do this. So new goal, new years, new everything. This has been a tremendous year for me, and I want to finish strong. So guys, stay tuned. It's going to be so much fun. Love you all, and we'll see you next time on Fat to Fit.